Alright guys, so with about 11 days remaining for the arena right now, I wanted to share a comp video since I haven't done that in a while. A team that I've been using and I've shared also with HyRoolLegend, and she's been having super good results with it. And it is going to be this attack speed comp here guys, and it is going to be pretty expensive, but if you guys could get it, it is going to be a really strong comp here guys. So let's get into it, and it is going to be with Queen of Man, Holleberry, as well as Madeline, Capsaicin, and Moonlight. So we're not using any healer once again. We are going with the whistle buff, and we're going with the whistle healing. So the treasures are going to be the scroll, as well as enchanted robe and the whistle. If you guys don't have a really high level epic scroll, then you guys can also switch it out for the rare one. But let's get into the topping, because the toppings might be a little bit different than what you guys have been using. So for Holleberry, once again, it's going to be 5 of the solid almond, focusing on the damage resist as well as some extra cooldown if you guys can get it. Holleberry takes a lot of damage when you guys go with a full swift chocolate. That's why I have switched it out for a full solid almond. And the next one is going to be our Queen of Man. Queen of Man is the same as before as well. The reason why I'm going with 5 solid almond is because of the fact that she tends to, die off really quickly, especially when she goes with full Syrian raspberry. And because we do have Capsaicin as well as Moonlight taking the sign of the star debuff, if that is the case, Queen of Man needs to survive, buff on Madeline as well as herself to do some more damage. So we are going with the damage resist as well as some attack speed to get her to get the enchanted robe buff, and then some extra cooldown if you guys can, but it's not required. Next one is going to be our Capsaicin using 5 of the Syrian Raspberry, of course, focusing on the attack as well as the damage resist. If you guys can get cooldown, it's fine, but it is not something that is going to be required. Next one is going to be our Madeline, 5 of the Syrian Raspberry. Once again, because we do have Capsaicin and Moonlight, getting the sign of the star debuff, you can just go with full Syrian Raspberry for Madeline, who is going to be doing the most damage here. And you're going to be focusing on the attack, damage resist. Cooldown is not required, but if you can get it, it's pretty good. And then the attack speed. And the last one is going to be our Moonlight. Moonlight is going with 5 of the Syrian Raspberry as well. We are going with the attack and the damage resist focus. No cooldown is required. If you can get it higher, it's better. But I do go with the no cooldown, just so that, it's guaranteed that Stardust is going to be hitting her. But again, the whistle buff is going to be applying to Moonlight as well as Capsaicin. And the enchanted robe is going to be applying to Madeline as well as Queen of Man. Alright, but let me get into the arena. This team pretty much can verse almost every single comp, but it's really strong against majority of the regular like standard comps right now. So you guys can definitely go and get that. But let's get into the arena battle, and let me show you guys how strong this team can be. So here we go guys. This is going to be the double tank, double DPS with the feather buff. So let's go. Here we go guys, and you're going to be able to see that Capsaicin and Moonlight are going to be taking the sign of the star debuff, and that's going to allow Madeline and Queen of Man to just continue to do damage. And you guys just saw right there, first skill rotation, Moonlight as well as Stardust just got exploded. All right, and the feather buff popped instantly. All right, and for us, in case our Capsaicin or Moonlight dies, whistle buff is gonna pop, allow the healing to happen, and then our Madeline and Queen of Man are just going to really just stay alive to the very end and deal the most damage here. And you're gonna be able to see right there guys that Madeline is absolutely just crushing it with the damage and healing as well, and you're just pretty much out damaging the rest of the team. Alright guys, this time around a pretty high power, but not a problem for this team, especially if it's a standard team here guys. So let's go. And this time around, they are using BTS, which, sometimes can be pretty, difficult. But the thing is that because we are using Capsaicin as well as Moonlight and Madeline with Capsaicin, or Queen of Man, like the burst damage is just way too much for, BTS to handle alone. And you're just going to be doing so much damage and just absolutely obliterating them in battle right now. All right, so you guys can see right there again, Madeline doing the most amount of damage here with 2.8 million, and just absolutely destroying them. All right guys, we can also verse different attack speed comps as well, so let's go. And this one is going to be against the vampire one, but majority of the time when you guys do go up against the vampire one like this, sometimes Queen of Man is going like a mixture build in order to prevent Madeline from being targeted. But you guys can see right there, Holleberry also is probably going to be using full on Swift Chocolate which means that she's going to be taking so much damage, and she'll pretty much get, melted away by the amount of damage Capsaicin, Madeline, Queen of Man, and Moonlight are able to do. So there you guys go. Again, this time around, Queen of Man actually did quite a lot of damage with 2.4 million, and then Madeline right above her dealing 3.3, but their Madeline on the enemy team actually did a ton of damage with 4.4 million. That's actually a lot of damage, but there we go. But here we go, guys. Another standard team right here, which is going to be really, really good for us. Let's go. And here we go, guys. And it is going to be the Capsaicin one. All right, let's see how it turns out. And right there, you see that even though Moonlight does use her skill, right? Capsaicin is there. And even though Capsaicin does take a lot of damage, all right, he has the immortality, which is the reason why he is so, so good to be used in a team like this, where you might not be having a secondary, tank or another healer or anything like that. He just works out as a tanker, damage dealer, and everything, all right? So there you guys go. Once again, Madeline doing 4.4 million this time around against the enemy team, just absolutely shredding them and melting them away. But here we go, one last battle here again, guys, and it is going to be against the double tank, double DPS. We do have the rare score this time around with the feather, so let's go. And here we go, this time around 200th place, guys. But it seems like their Holloberry is using full-on Swift Chocolate, all right? And it should be that because of that fact, that Holloberry is just absolutely explodes and just melts away, guys. It's just so strong. This team is so strong. It's a very, very strong combination. And the reason why I kind of hesitated in sharing it before, even though I've been using it a lot inside of the stream and things like that, is because of the fact that it's just very expensive, right? So I didn't know if people will be able to follow it, but because Capsaicin banner is coming to an end, and probably you guys, some of you guys might have reached the pity by now. You guys can definitely use this, Tim. Anybody who does not have Moonlight still can utilize Eclair. All right, so that's also a possibility. But yeah, there you guys go. But there you guys go. Just wanted to quickly share one of my best team right now. Just pretty much the strongest team I've been using, and I've been crushing it. If there's specific comps like the very low power level attack speed comp, which is very stable. When that happens, I use the Financier comp. When there is a Prune Juice comp, which is going to be a single tank, I usually go with the Frost comp, and then I am able to beat it. But this team is pretty much what I use around 70 to 80% of the time, and it's really, really good. Once again, guys, if you guys don't have someone like Capsaicin, you guys can use someone like Eclair. If you don't have Moonlight, you guys can also use someone like Eclair in their spot. And for their topping, all right, Eclair will be using 5 of the solid almond. But pretty much, guys, I gotta say this is a really, really strong comp, and highly recommend you guys to try it out to climb in the arena, just like how HyRool is doing right now as well. So hope you guys found the video helpful. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.